Hey soil soldiers, welcome back to the Weekend Garden Show. I am going to harvest some onions and also share with you a mistake I made that I think may have caused my onions to be on the smaller side. So hopefully you won't make that same mistake. Stay tuned. So these are my Walla Walla onions that I planted. As you can see, the necks have all fallen over, so it's time to get them up and out of here. So I noticed something, right? The onions are pretty far down into the soil. See that? They're pretty far down into the soil. This neck actually hasn't fallen yet. This is the only one in here that hasn't fallen. Everything else in here is ready to go. So I'm going to leave this one and take everything else. But I think the mistake that I made is burying them too deeply when I planted them. I think I planted them a little too deeply. Either that, or I didn't come back out and kind of push the soil from around the onions to give them more space. Because the spacing, I mean, they have good enough, they have plenty of space between each plant to get large. But I think what happened is the onion was too far down in the soil. So I think that's what happened and why they're on the smaller side. But let's go ahead and pull some out of here and see what we're working with. Yeah, that definitely could have been bigger. Still good enough to eat, but that could have been bigger. This one's larger. But look at how far down they are. See that? If I had not buried them so deeply, planted them so deeply, I think I would have had a much better harvest. Is this one here? I don't even remember planting this little tiny one. I'm gonna let that stay. Alright, here's one here. This one's larger. I think that's the biggest one so far. Yeah, they just needed more space. They would have gotten bigger. That's a good size on there. That's pretty good. Happy with that. Okay. Not too shabby, y'all. Not too shabby. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, I'm getting excited. Was there one over here? There should have been. Maybe I lost one, but I feel like there should have been one over here. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. We're doing things. We're doing things. We're doing things. But yeah, if they were able, like what I've learned with onions is that really only the roots need to be in the soil. These bulbs ideally should sit on top of your soil. Like, this is how, let me show you how, if I had done it correctly, how it should look. Like, it would be looking like that. I wouldn't have had to uncover all of this. This would have just been sitting on top just like that, and it would have had all the space it needed to get larger. So don't make this same mistake. Don't bury them too deeply. Let them sit on top. Let them sit on top of the soil. Just make sure that the roots are covered. As long as the roots are in the dirt, you're all set. Look at this one. This might be my largest one here. Wow. Wow. Oh man. Look at this, guys. All right, and then I have one more here, which, like I said, the neck hasn't fallen over yet, so I'm going to leave it in here. But while I'm here, let me take a moment, in case it's not too late, and I'm just going to dig around that onion and expose it so that it has more space to get larger. And now I can leave that be because it has room to expand. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, all right, here's the final harvest. Look at all these. Some of them didn't come out too bad at all. You know? I got some little ones, but these other onions are not too shabby. I've seen this size in the supermarket. I sure have. So I am thrilled. This isn't bad at all. This isn't too bad. But imagine how much bigger they could have been if I had just not planted them too deeply. Okay? So keep that in mind when you're growing these onions. They really don't want to be under the soil. They want to sit on top and just have these roots in the soil, and you'll have big, beautiful onions. Thanks so much for watching, you all. Have an amazing rest of the day.